Hey guys, it's 7 into 7 here, reading off the patch notes. I will put a link in the description so you can read it for yourself. Until then, here you go. So it came out in June 28th. Sorry I got here late, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. The update is set up to go live on July 3rd, along with the first Grand Prix. They talk about the save data corruption. The PS4 players, we have identified that your save data file has a chance to corrupt if the data for the race ghost and time trials becomes too large. This has impacted players who complete many time trial races. This has happened to me, and I've had to redo the story for so I could get like all of my crash costumes and all the carts and all that. We've been working to properly fix the issue, and it will be addressed in this patch. In the meantime, we recommend that PS4 players avoid playing time trials as a preventative measure. This issue should not occur for Nintendo Switch and Xbox One players. Alternatively, PS4 players have the option to back up save data on an external storage device or backup save data on the cloud as extra precaution. We are blown away about the community's support for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and to say thank you for your patience, while we work on these adjustments, we will be providing a one-time 2,500 Wampa coin. I don't know how, but I got like 13,000 something, so I think I just got lucky. Anyway, I know I had absolutely nothing near that before. Wampa coin gift to all players on all platforms who play Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. While connected to the internet starting this weekend through July 4th, expect this bonus to go live within 24 hours. Players can receive the bonus by completing a race while connected to the internet and then accessing the pit stop. We encourage our players to submit support tickets all through Activision support if any issues or questions arise, because it helps us more quickly address issues impacting the community. Introduction of Grand Prix content. The Nitro Tour Grand Prix will be going live, and you can begin earning Nitro points and unlocking a variety of bonus customizations content by completing challenges found within the Grand Prix menu. Twilight Tour will be a brand new track available to local arcade and online modes. The character Tawana will be able to be earned through completing Grand Prix challenges and earning Nitro points. You will also be able to earn the additional new items including carts, skins, stickers, decals, and paint jobs. Note, Tawana and the items described above can only be earned for a limited time by completing a Grand Prix challenge while connected to the internet. Once the current Grand Prix season ends, this will no longer be available to earn through the Grand Prix challenges until they may appear in the pit stop at later date. Introduction to online leaderboards. Leaderboards will be added to the Grand Prix menu. Nitro Point Online Leaderboard. You can earn Nitro points by completing challenges accessible to the Grand Prix menu. The more Nitro points you gather, the higher you climb the leaderboard, so just like any other battle pass. Championship Leaderboard. You can earn points based on your performance while playing online multiplayer. You're given a number of points to each time you complete a race in an online multiplayer. You receive more points the higher your placement is, so like when you're in first, and you receive the least amount when you're in last. The leaderboard is locked after you finish your first race of just any online race. The leaderboard's rewards will be distributed on the first day following the Grand Prix and will be set at each end of each Grand Prix season. I bet it's either going to be an exclusive skin or it's going to be a lot of Wampa coins. Either way, I'm going to be striving for it, so you will see me on there. The pit stop. A variety of new content will be added to the pit stop, including carts, characters, skins, decals, paint jobs, wheels, cart stickers that can be redeemed with Wampa coins. Don't forget to check the pit stop to see refreshed content. When visiting the pit stop, you'll notice that items that were added as a part of the Nitro Tour Grand Prix have the little Nitro canisters over the icons. You'll notice the same thing in customization menus over the same icons. The small Nitro canister with a percentage tied to it denotes the extra Nitro point boost you'll get whenever completing challenges with these customization options. So it just sounds like a little booster, really. That sounds pretty good. Might have to look for that. Completing challenges and denotes the extra. Okay, you'll get whenever completing challenges with these customization options equipped. So the percentage increase stacks with each customization item you have equipped. So get collecting and get stacked. As a special call out to some of the new additions to the Nitro Squad, characters Amy, Megumi, Isabella, and Liz can be redeemed using Wampa coins in the pit stop, and flags from nations around the world be added to the cart stickers. Online, podium animations will be added to the online matches when you finish top 3 of an online multiplayer race. We've been missing that for a while. I literally was wondering why we had really all those good skins for legendary, but they wouldn't like change the podium for like, you know, we couldn't see the animations just for people to show off. User interface improvements. A message of the day feature will be added to the main menu. Check back daily when your system is connected to the internet for important messages. Wampa coin earn rate. Adjustments will be made to the Wampa coin earn rate, and additional information on the earn rate will be added to the end of the race report so you can know how you got to your number. Character icons. The mini-map icons and racer icons will now represent the character skin that you have equipped. That's kind of cool, I like that. Patches issue of note. The following issues will be addressed in this patch. 8A global save file corruption issue on PS4. So pretty much with the time trials that messed up our save. Pit stop will address an issue where users were unable to purchase Electron Aqua paint from the pit stop. I think I had that issue before. Online will address various known online stability issues related to lobby, arcade, adventure, other parts of the game, and menus. Only thing I've seen so far, and I think it's more to do with lag, if anything, is I'll see people teleporting, and sometimes I'll just see people like they'll disappear and then come back. It's just, and they may be behind me sometimes. Tracks. Collisions of certain maps have been reworked to remove stuck spots and possible exploit areas, along with the improvement of fidelity. Now, the only problem with exploit areas is some tracks, that's been a thing for a while, and I don't know, like out of time, for example, I'm wondering if the fence is going to change, and I'm wondering if the on the end of out of time, after you go through the clock, there's this ramp, there's one giant ramp, and you take that and jump over to the side. I may do a video on this one day. I'm wondering if they're going to do something against that, because necessarily that, I think that is a skill shortcut, so I hope they don't take it out, but I'm certain that they probably showed some other exploits that I would love to see and figure out what they consider an exploit. User interface. This is AE, an issue where personal time trial and relic scores are not highlighted in the high scores menu will be addressed. 8F, community feedback. All villains from CNK will now be protected by the Velo mask when racing with that power up. Remember before it was Uka, now it'll be Velo. I think it's gonna probably be when he's in his big suit. This is it for the patch. If you have a question or issue with playing the game, feel free to reach out to Activision to support. We're more than happy to assist you. Exact timing of the patch subject to change. Grand Prix content and timing subject to change. Internet required for Wampa coins, Grand Prix, Nitro Point. Online multiplayer gaming subscription service sold separately. Access to the pit stop and other features. So like I said, some of these things, I mean, I like a lot of it. I like really all of it. But like with the rework on the track, I really want to know what they consider a exploit, because necessarily everything that goes on some of these tracks is, I wouldn't consider an exploit, more like a skill gap shortcut. And I guess you could say like that thing with Papu's Temple where he's got the what's it called? Where you're at the end and you got to go around to go deal with the piranha plant that's on the end. Instead, you can just jump off that ramp and then try to like air turn or turn in midair over to the other side, basically. And I'm wondering if that's considered an exploit. I still consider that to be a skill shortcut, and really anyone that's practiced getting their boost up could do it. But I can see why they would say that. But other than that, let's see, anything else in here? I think we're good though. I am glad they're gonna show the earn rate for our tokens, for our coins, and I'm hoping they increase it really. Now I play every day, but the average player probably doesn't play every day, and so I could see why they would want to boost it. That being said, with the increase in coin rate, right? They could easily bloat the prices, and with that in mind, I hope they don't. Like I said before a while ago, I probably haven't said it on this video and probably just more in my streams, but my main issue is I don't mind microtransactions as long as the earn rate is the same or better and the prices are reasonably the same, or I wouldn't say the same. For me, it's more of a matter of if the prices are still the same, right? And the earn rate is still the same, I would rather unlock it. And I wouldn't mind having the ability to buy coins based off the idea that some people are going to be lazy, some people they don't have the time of the day, and I can understand why that would be a good idea. I mean, at the end of the day, we got like 30 tracks, I mean, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything, really. I was really surprised that we even got 30 tracks, to be honest, but we got it. And so we're going to get a full fleshed out game. We got 3 tracks that are going to coming out. We got free characters per se. Pretty much there's no reason not to be glad that we had all this. I mean, it's not like we're missing anything. It's not like we're losing out if they did put in microtransactions. All I'm really saying is if they're going to do it right. My biggest issue would really be just I don't want an inflation in prices for the inflation or the increase of earn rate for our coins. That's my biggest issue. So I've seen a video, I think it was like Canadian guy, he was doing a video on it. What he's doing, talking with a developer, and it seems like they have like full creative creation, development, I guess. I don't know what the word is for it, but I like that they're going to keep it going. I want to see how it's gonna go and what games they were going into. For some of the ideas that I really want to see, I'd like to see some of the Twin Sanity skins, some of the Twin Sanity characters. I'm sure we're gonna get them, but I'd also like to see some of the Mind Over Mutant over at Crash of the Titans skins. I know I'd like to have Crash's skin. Not really any of his suits. His suits didn't really do anything besides make him powerful. But other than that, I'd like to see what's it called? I like his look. It looks pretty. It looks kind of new, kind of modern times. I like that. But what I want to see really after this game, like this game's probably not gonna die for a while. I like people still play Mario Kart, but what I want to see is like new characters that they thought of. Just they need to fit in the world. I don't want a bunch of Tanas and Isabellas and all that. I mean, I really don't want none of that. They can do some of those, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather see more new characters, just some wacky ideas. I'd like to see some characters that we just thought they took for granted, like that chick from Twin Sanity. She's like the teacher of Cortex. Like I'd like to see her as like a kart driver, like just it's something off the wall. But like I said, characters we'd already seen. Sure, I want to see them in the game, but I also want to see like what they can do, what else they can do. Because at the end of the day, if we stick with everything that's just in Crash, I don't think we'll get anywhere with that. But I'd like, well, not anywhere. I think we can get like pretty far, but we're limited. But if we go with things that's outside of Crash, or let me rephrase that, if we go with things that are, how do I say it? If we go with things that are, it's in the Crash world. There's lore for it, but they have its likeness. I think I think they could go far with it, basically. So we will see what happens.